Let me see if that fixed it. I think I had something with the sound. So I'm on a 30-second delay. So let's see if that fixed the sound. Just give me a second here as it comes through. This is only my, fourth or fifth cast. I was bound to run into some technical difficulties eventually. Nothing lasts forever, I guess. I'm sorry about that sound problem and stream problem in Game 1. Well, we will have the video there in Game 1. I'm totally sorry about the audio problem. So that is Game 1 heading to the side of Animaniacs. Pick that map, and they won that map. So well played on their part. Take a look at this game summary as I try and do some technical difficulty fixes here. Bear with me as they get Game 2 ready for us. So I'm asking in the NGS chat if they've got any answers for me stream-wise. Oh, my bad, guys, on the sound in Game 1, man. And I was casting up a storm. There were points where I was totally out of breath, and I was, like, trying to talk, and I'm like... And now ETC slides in, and then Varian comes back with a taunt, and then... Out of breath like a typewriter... what reaches the end and you got to slide it back in place. Am I dating myself with that reference? I don't know. Actually, I don't think I've ever used a typewriter. All right, let's see if there's any action here for Game 2. So we had Li Ming and Stukov as our survivors for that match. Raynor pumping out the damage. We saw him really going at it. Tassadar as well. Pretty even on the healing from both sides. Man, I know Malfurion healing. Oh my god, it's just like having to hit those moonfires it just stresses me out. So good on you, Sheed. You did your best there. Let's see if y'all can come back and take us to a Game 3. Some last second talents here. So that is Game 1. Very, very good game. Back and forth. We did see the taunt combo working out very often for Varian there. And that paid off. I think that really, that made or break. That was like the make or break of the game. Can Deckard's Erudition stop the constant barrage of taunts from Varian? And I'm not totally sure if Malfurion can cleanse that, but didn't seem like it was able to make the big change there. All right, so let's see what's going on for Game 2. Waiting for the lobby to come up here. Let's see if... Oh, they do have a lobby. Let me just let them know that I think I fixed the stream. So it looks like everyone is heading in here. And we are on Brax's holdout for Game 2. Let's see which team picked this and where we're going to have first pick. So it was Deckard's Erudition choosing after losing match one, after losing game one, choosing map pick to take us to Brax's Holdout. This is an interesting map because you can do some kind of like snowball-y type stuff, especially if you can get the Zerg wave. Even in your 4-man, you could do cheeky stuff like a Zarya pick. You could do, Gul'dan or Vala. There's definitely some interesting things that you could just kind of ARAM the 4-man down and just kind of run it down and just get tons of value with a strong 4-man. So let's see how this draft is going to go. I'm letting them know I'm ready. And it looks like everyone is in here. So let me double check my stream stuff. It does look like my sound is on. I'm so sorry about game one sound. I am such a noob when it comes to the streaming stuff. I really got to pay attention to all these little details, and that one slipped by me, that's for sure. So we're getting readies from both teams here. It looks like we are going to be heading into game two here on Brax's Holdout. Let's see if Deckard's Erudition can take us to a game three as Animaniacs up 1-0 heading into this Brax's Holdout draft. So we see, actually, it looks like the team swapped sides. Let me make sure we've got that right here. So May ban, they did pick May in week one. I'm pretty sure Deckard's Erudition was playing May, and Animaniacs decided, you know what, let's not let them do that again this week. Even if they lost, we just don't want to play against it. Let's just knock it out and play what we're comfortable with. So Deckard's Erudition returning fire here with an ETC ban. So they got to play it in game one. They don't want to see it in game two. They must have something up their sleeve. And we're kind of seeing the tank choke starting up again in game two. Maybe ETC was also some kind of a, a deny pick in game one there. Chromie also being banned here. Same two bans for Animaniacs in game two as they had in game one. And it looks like Deckard's Erudition taking their time on this second ban. Any kind of target ban that they're going to pick here. And they go with the Rexar. A very strong solo laner on this map. Controlling the point is so important in the solo lane, and Rexar does so well as just leaving the bear on the point. Rexar can soak the lane, and the enemy solo laner just has to deal with both of them. So Deckard's Erudition does not want to deal with that. Was scared for a first pick on that Rexar. And it looks like Alex the Great coming right back onto his Sonya in game two. I love Sonya, and I think she can handle pretty much any solo lane. So overall a good pick here because the solo lane battle is kind of just endless and sustained. And since Sonya doesn't have a mana bar, she doesn't have to leave the lane. She can heal off the minions. And we see a Johanna and a Gul'dan. So Captain Albez stepping in for Mydrall Knight this game and playing his Gul'dan. Pina Colada on the Johanna. Overall, two very strong picks for this map. That's a lot of wave clear in the bot lane. Gul'dan kind of has more or less infinite sustain in the sense that he can just life tap for his mana and then suck off a minion for his health. And we see the Animaniacs busting out the Ana. Here comes VZ on the Ana and a Tassadar, a nano boosted Tassadar potentially here. Could be terrifying. Sir Watson 2 coming back on his Tassadar from game one, which was such a menace. Very, very high damage output in game one. Let's see what these second bans come out. A Nubarak on the side of Deckard's Erudition, kind of trying to choke out anything else they might have planned for the tank here. Letting the Varian through. Not really as much rotations on this map, so it kind of makes sense that Varian wouldn't be as good of a pick because you're just kind of brawling in the bot lane and Varian can't get an interesting angle. So they're going to let it through, and Stukov gets banned. VZ's already got his healer choice, so we're going to see the Stukov banned out. And Siege is back on his Malfurion. He did play a pretty good Malfurion in game 1, had top heals of the game. And we see Rise Robin on the URL again. A favorite pick there, apparently, for Rise Robin. Did a good job. He had some very nice flanks in game 1. One that secured a very important kill before an objective phase. So definitely has his chops on the URL. Let's see how Animaniacs wants to round out this draft. With a Diablo, was banned in game 1. We're going to see Diablo here, and Falstad, who can fly to the top lane to kind of turn the tides of battle there in the solo lane. So, not respecting the 1v1 is Animaniacs today with the Falstad flies. Let's see if we can catch some of that. And Xanth coming out with a Raynor pick. We saw Raynor doing a lot of work for the Animaniacs in game 1. Switching teams here, we'll see him on Deckard's Erudition. So a lot of sustained damage. Gul'dan and Raynor, that's just tons of sustained damage. They want a long fight. Animaniacs, I think, can kind of heal through that with the Ana heals. You know, they don't really have too much spread damage on the side of Deckard's Erudition. It's going to be more or less single target. I know Gul'dan's spells, I guess, are AoE, but it just strikes me as something Ana can heal through. So if VZ's on point with the snipes, I mean, with a team like Animaniacs, you know, we should expect some precision sniping for VZ here. As we head into the game, let's go ahead and get ready. So I didn't get to introduce our teams in game 1, and that is my noob error. So let's go ahead and introduce on the left-hand side Deckard's Erudition. We've got Xanthanarium on the Raynor, Captain Albez on the Gul'dan, Pina Colada on the Johanna, and Siege playing Malfurion. Rise Robin up top with the Yrel. And on the right-hand side, winners of game 1 are Animaniacs. We've got Dangstrom busting out the gates on the Diablo, Django on the Falstad, Sir Watson 2 returning on his Tassadar, VZ playing Animaniacs Ana, and up top, Alex the Great returning on his Sonya. Dangstrom holding the bot bush as Pina holds the top bush. Siege spreading out his regrowths so his Moonfires can heal up his team. Pina Colada snipes out Dangstrom with the shield glare. And we got some sprays coming out. And that's going to be a quick clear, really, for both teams. And that's a dive onto Pina for a stun. Overall, both teams staying relatively healthy here. But Tass already at 15 stacks on the static charge quest. Nothing for Echoed Corruption just yet for Gul'dan. Bribe for Falstad. He's going to be looking for those bribe stacks. Can't really stack it as quickly on a 2-lane map, but being able to quickly... Here's a dive from Dangstrom. Johanna pops the Unstoppable. Django getting a little low and VZ sniping it up to keep him healthy. Xanthanarium just peppering away at Dangstrom. There's a lot of damage. And that's going to be some work for VZ to heal up now. 4 stacks now on Echoed Corruption as the next wave drops here. Django at about half health. Xanth as well pops his E to heal. Let's see how the solo lane's going. Rise Robin holding off Alex to about half health now as Deckard's Erudition holding the bot point. Dirkstrom moving in to take control. Sir Watson over the wall, slowing down Pina. That's a wall stun for Diablo. Pina taking a lot of damage here. A root onto Diablo, a blind here from, and a lot of pepper from Xanthanarium. Is Django going to get out? Ooh, if Xanth's Q had connected there, Django could have been looking a little scary. Django is backing now. I wonder if he's going to take a chance to fly top, as Rise Robin is controlling this matchup pretty well. Siege and friends holding the bot side. They're almost at a full control here. Falstad did fly top. Alex the Great trying to stop this, but that's already 100% as the blue wave is going to be coming in top here. It looks like Captain Albez and the rest of Deckard's Erudition staying bot. Nope. All four of them heading top. This is, I would say, a little bit of a late transition, but it seems okay as they get a combo onto Alex the Great, who is out of health. Does he have his tap? A snipe from Ana? Nothing available, and that is going to be a kill from Gul'dan's Poison over time. Nice catch on the side of Deckard's Erudition as they push in here. Dextrom going in deep with that, looking for the wall stun. And the four-man for Animaniacs heading top for this defense, but this fort is falling quickly. They might be able to hold it here. And they do make a defense overall, an okay defense as another. No, that looks like it's over there. Actually, a pretty good push, I would say, on the side of Deckard's Erudition. And it looks like the teams have swapped lanes for now. Asleep onto two. Xanth just peppering endlessly. All I hear is brrrt, brrrt, brrrt. That is the Jimmy magic right there. As both teams heading to their camps, that is a quick capture for Animaniacs. I wonder if any bribe stacks were used there as they go for their Bruiser camp now. Bruiser's out up top. Yrel already working on clearing. Both teams nearing in on level 7. Sir Watson coming leading the charge here. Let's see what's going to happen. Dankstrom coming in looking for some action. That's some more stacks for Gul'dan as he hits 24 stacks now. Another stack for Tassar up to 65. Both of them doing some very good stacking early on into the game. And there's a stun onto Xanth, who's endlessly peppering a force wall, stopping the retreat here. But Xanth doesn't want to retreat. He wants that kill. Very low health bars for Animaniacs. And a nice sustain from Siege to keep his team alive through that combo. Xanth was in a lot of pressure. Force wall holding them in place. But overall, well played from both teams to survive there. Let's see if there's an invade here, but it looks like they're just going to push in with these minions. They're getting a little extra damage onto this front wall. Pina comes over to collect the XP. We had a 2. Django was up top. Didn't see if they were forcing out Yrel. And there's some more stacks for Captain Albez onto Sir Watson too, as they push in with this camp. That's going to be 1 tower down. 2 towers down for Animaniacs down here, and Deckard's Erudition has their eye on this well, but it looks like it's going to be okay for now. As the beacons do spawn, Siege standing on point grabs the lower beacon. Rise Robin very low in health, sneaks away. Alex the Great looks like he's taking control of the top lane for now. And it looks like that's going to be a full cap for Animaniacs in their favor as both teams fighting over this. Dankstrom holding off a little bit. Might be looking for a flank here. He's looking for Xanth, I think, but takes a good chunk of Echoes of Corruption there. Xanth at about half health here, waiting for a heal. Yrel able to... There's just a brawl going out on the point here as the teams continue down here. Pina at about half health takes a lot of damage there. Django also in return. Everyone landing all their skill shots right now. Just low health bars everywhere as Rise Robin chasing down Alex off the point. Controlling the lane once again. Pina stepping on point to get that halfway mark. Xanth a little deep. Pina also looking low. Let's see if Sheej can heal through this one. And everyone's still surviving. Wow. Long brawls going on for both teams. Very well played. Gul'dan at 38 stacks of Echoed of Corruption. And Sir Watson looking pretty low. Nice heal from VZ to keep him up, and a tap from Sir Watson as Falstad is back top. They need to step on point for Deckard's Erudition to slow this down. Xanth steps back. Level 10 closing in for both teams. Deckard's Erudition looking like they're going to get theirs first here. And let's see what we get. Blessed Shield, Ardent Defender, Twilight Dream, Hyperion, and Horrify. Pretty standard picks from all as they make a move onto Sir Watson. There's a Blessed Shield. A lot of damage. Sir Watson surviving from those heals from VZ. Xanth not so lucky. And VZ showing why they are called the Animaniacs. They're healing through a ton of damage. And look at that Echo of Corruption. Now, I thought Diablo was supposed to have a big health bar. With 3 characters, they are still making a play here. Malf taking a lot of damage. Django with the nano boost trying to survive here. A very with balls 3v4 from Deckard's Erudition, but nothing successful there as 100% Zerg wave heading in top on the side of Animaniacs, as this is going to start pushing in. Gul'dan and Raynor ready to start blowing this up. A full Echo of Corruption onto the wave, and that is starting to get chunked immediately. So front wall is down on the top fort for Deckard's Erudition as they get a pretty quick clear here before Animaniacs really able to transition. Blessed Shield is up again. Let's see if Deckard's Erudition gonna look, but looks like Animaniacs already gonna get the heck out of there. Just a sneeze left on the top fort. Deckard's Erudition might be looking for a play here onto that fort when they cap this camp. Falstad pushing in, nobody paying attention down here. He's already got a tower. Well played from him to be keeping track of the macro there. Stepping back as the blue team is close, and he's stepping out. Let's see if he's going to be able to get away here. Barrel roll, and he looks to be all right. I kind of feel like they should have set Rise Robin bot and had the 4-man pushing top to get that fort, but actually it looks like this play might be pretty good too if they're able to get some more damage onto this fort. But it looks like the red team able to come down just in time to defend this fort. And the 4-man back down here. We've got a bush for Dengstrom here. He is in a lot of CC. Pops is unstoppable, trying to survive. A lot coming out with a black hole and a Blessed Shield. Just not enough pepper to take out Dengstrom. That is a big health bar, and they're moving in again. Dengstrom at half health this time. Let's see if he's going to make it out again. A lot of pepper coming out of Fear, and that is going to be Diablo's Souls going down. Sir Watson with the nano boost on him. Can't do quite enough damage to secure a counter kill, and that is a 1-for-0 in favor of Deckard's Erudition, as both teams do hit level 13. I believe Deckard's Erudition had the level 13 advantage in that fight. Diablo is back. Xanth at 100 health, taking tons of damage, and here's a dive. Sonya is here now. Gets a spear onto Captain Albez. Django diving deep, and there's a nice gust onto Pina. I don't think she's getting out, and a triple kill in return for Animaniacs as both forts do fall for them. Quad kill. Sheej hiding off in the corner. I actually didn't even see him, and I've got full vision, but no one's getting away from the Animaniacs this time as they secure the bot and make a play for boss as they kind of turn the tide in this game into their favor. after that well-played flank from Sonya and Falstad. Falstad backing for mana now. Rise Robin trying to cap the bot point to stop this percentage. Doesn't quite get there. He's down to about half health. Let's see how Deckard's Erudition wants to handle this. They are going for the stall as this boss is barreling in here. Siege in range, and there's a black hole to zone, I guess, because it doesn't connect. And there's a flip onto Johanna, who gets away, and Alex the Great onto Captain Albez, who pops the fear to stay alive. Looks like this fort is going to be given up. Rise Robin staying down here to defend on this big push. There's still a little bit of health on the boss, but there's a Zerg wave coming in right behind it. We're going to need a big defense on the side of Deckard's Erudition to stay in this game without losing a keep. Let's see how they do here. Rise Robin jumping in, walking back out as Captain Albez doing what he can to clear out these minions. The pepper going off. And Xanth just doing what he can here as well. Keep at about half health now. Level 16 does connect for Animaniacs as Rise Robin goes in. There's a gust to push them back away. Looks like they still want some more, but that is a 1-level lead on the side of Animaniacs. Dengstrom sticking around. It looks like the team turning around for this fight, this level 16 advantage, as all the damage onto Dengstrom again. Django in deep, but doesn't get punished, and there is 2 down. On the side of Deckard's Erudition, a fear to try and save their lives. Siege down. Will Captain Albez get away here? Tries to stick around to do some damage. Not so lucky as Dengstrom and friends walking in here. They do have plenty of time. This looks like it's going to be GG as Dengstrom charges the core. Alex the Great still has his Wrath, so that's a lot of extra damage on the core. Shield is down. And this looks like it's going to be GG 2-0 in the favor of the Animaniacs. Well played by them, really turning in both of those games in the mid-late game. They really turned an advantage to their favor and really ran with it, where Deckard's Erudition just couldn't stabilize from a bad team fight. Well played, Animaniacs. As we head into the summary screen. And let's check out some of these talents before we head into an interview. All right, Gul'dan with top damage really was pumping out the Echo of Corruption, as well as Raynor. But to me, it looked like a lot of that was happening onto Diablo, which is potentially why the kills just weren't there. And not quite the burst damage they needed to secure a kill. As you can see, not really even too many kills on both sides. Overall, pretty clean fights where there was a lot of surviving going on. So well played there by Animaniacs. And here's some talents, as we do have Sir Watson too here for the interview. How are you feeling after that game?
We're feeling good, my man. We're feeling good.
So coming off of a week 1 loss there, right?
Not too soon, man. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, but I mean, you got a sweep there. That's 3 points back. I gotta say, that's pretty good.
It feels good. It feels good. That's more like what we were looking for. We played them close last match, and the match we lost. That team was great, and this team was great. We just executed better.
Yeah, I would say, from what I noticed, that you guys really came online in that mid game, late game, and really ran with those advantages.
Yeah, man. I mean, we had a lot of characters that really turned on around level 13 or so. I mean, I had my my little pew pew task going, and that's got to quest up. And Falstad had to hit his stride. So they really gave us a rough time on Braxis in the early game, and but once we came online, we gave them a rough time.
Oh yeah, that was really nice, and it was interesting to see you guys ban Anna in the first game, and then come back with the Anna pick in the second game. Is that kind of playing some psychological head games there to make the Anna come out?
Man. I mean, we're the Anna Maniacs, right? We try to keep them guessing what we're going to do Anna-wise. I mean, we might ban her, we might pick her.
I see.
And that, it could be either one. You never know, So we're going to keep them guessing.
I'm going to say VZ did live up to the name because there were just some crazy situations that I don't know how people survived there. So definitely well played, Anna, on your team.
Yeah, I mean, there was this one situation. They really had me on the ropes, and I didn't have my Gladiator's medallion, and VZ had one of the best saves I've ever seen, and that was nuts, and I just don't even know what happened. We're going to go back and look at the replay, and we're probably going to worship the replay, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely clippable. That could be just a play of the game there because it was insane. I'm sure I know what you're talking about. You were just poisoned, like, 1 health, and just somewhere, the health bar came back in. That was insane.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game about positioning, and I was way out of position. So that's why you get a boy like VZ on your team, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Saint,
So very well played. Any shout-outs you have here in your game here for week 2?
Yeah, so first of all, shout out to Deckard's Erudition. They played really well, and they gave us a really tough time. So a lot of respect to them. And a shout out to VZ for, pretty clearly player of the game with some pretty epic plays. And just shout out to my boys. Shout out to the squad, and shout out to Why Not too. The whole squad.
All right, nice. So I hope you guys get to catch the replay. I'm really sorry in game 1 there will be no audio.
Oh, no worries.
But you can definitely.
Listen, I saved the best for last, which is shout out to you, man. Thanks so much for casting. It really means the world. I mean, it's really awesome. It's so much more fun when we've got a caster, and so we really, really appreciate it. I know
agree.
Deckard Edition does too.
Yeah, so. I'm having a blast not having to play and just passing judgment on everybody. So.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, congratulations. Enjoy your win.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Catch you on.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. After a kind of funky stream tonight, we do have a 2-0 victory on the side of the Animaniacs. So thank you guys for sticking with me through the ups and downs of this stream. I learned a lot as a caster of what to do and what not to do. I will be back tomorrow. I have another really exciting game. I've got Gilly Shark. I did cast their game in week 1, and it was a blast. It was a back and forth Div A game. We've got Gilly Shark versus the Tricky Gooses this week, tomorrow at 8:30. I'm going to say you don't want to miss it because I definitely don't want to miss it. I'm casting it, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one. I hope you guys stop by for it. And that is going to be just about it for my stream tonight. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me and sticking through my technical difficulties. All right, guys, have a good night. Catch you tomorrow.